It's actually incredible to think 25 years ago in March of this coming year is when TiVo launched the DVR. It is a beloved brand. Um, DVR changed, was a major catalyst to how consumers could consume long form video content because it gave them the ability to schedule it and watch it when they wanted to watch it. So, fast forward 25 years in the streaming world where everything is on demand and at your disposal to watch when you want to watch. We are very proud of that legacy and that history. But it's not who we are today. The DVR is a proud part of our past, but the technology and the software that was incorporated to deliver these devices to consumers is what lives on today. So TiVo is a software provider that is able to capture and deliver the electronic program guide through set-top boxes that also has the return path capability for data capture. So that is the second by second session event level tune in data that is passively captured from set-top boxes connected within the home. So this is cable providers, including over the air, so those that have an antenna connection. So viewership data is our current input and a lot of our relationships within the advertising industry as we're moving into this new era of providing and supporting alternative currencies is evolving. But it doesn't stop at viewership data. We are also providing metadata, which is the classification of programming and the spine of viewership data, because you need to know what it is they're watching in a unified coding system, as well as all other details, genre, episode level, etc. So the combination of viewership as well as metadata has enabled TiVo to provide on a syndicated basis. So as an independent provider without a walled garden, as a provider of data into the marketplace.
And who have you been working with on that?
So it's been an incredible journey. 13 years ago, we set out on this path of bringing data at scale, deterministic and passively collected, that gave the power to the people, as I like to call it, beyond the controls of just Nielsen, who harnessed the power to make decisions because they were the single provider of data coming from a panel. So when we began aggregating the data from set-top boxes, we took the position as independent, syndicated, and made it available to the marketplace, which includes both buyers and sellers and everybody in between. That would be agencies, SSPs, DSPs, as well as brands themselves. So I don't want to discount the fact that brands are incredibly motivated to build stacks within their organizations to bring accountability for their investments in marketing. But I would say most notable is the use case of our data in the evolution of alternative currencies. We have been a proud partner of, in particular, some of the finalists in the conditional certification by JEC for those such as Vizio, Comscore, and iSpot, where TiVo's viewership data has been a element to help drive, because they haven't been able to build their currencies if they didn't have access to viewership data. And that's not just ACR, it's the combination of set-top box and ACR to provide that representation and coverage of viewing behavior, as well as ad impression delivery. But it's coupled with metadata. So Gracenote recently had issued non-renewal notices to these alternative currencies as a means to, disrupt the momentum that was occurring. And so TiVo was able to fill that void very quickly, and also highlight the extent of, I hate to say the word monopoly, but I would say that the traditional structure of how currencies were being defined.
Okay, so that's the story on that side of the Atlantic. Here we are in London. What are TiVo's plans in Europe?
It is going back to your first question. We started at TiVo with the DVR 25 years ago, and we have evolved to be a provider of television operating systems that are being licensed by smart TV manufacturers or OEMs that are going to power their smart TVs by providing monetization capabilities for those manufacturers. And this is representative of the long tail. So there is, we all know Samsung, LG, and Vizio have done a fantastic job of bringing operating systems with monetization capabilities that also provide data as a byproduct. TiVo is looking to fill a space or a position as an independent provider of a TV operating system, agnostic to OEM. So we are licensing our operating system. Initially, our first is Vestel, which manufactures over 100 different brands of television sets. Most notable, Hitachi, Panasonic, JVC. Those are licensed brands. And we recently announced Sharp, which is a global contract, which is going to include EMEA as well as the US. So those are smart TVs that we're going to be launching in Europe starting in 2024. And this will provide the capability for TiVo to replicate a model that we have built in the US, which serves as an independent provider of, in this case, ACR data, because they will be ACR-enabled TV sets that we will be able to provide and serve as an independent provider of viewership, as well as ad impression delivery, starting with linear broadcast. And that will evolve into the US, and our metadata powers those TV sets. So as we think of EMEA and in the UK specifically, Barb, synonymous with Nielsen in the US, done a fantastic job building a panel and infusing it with big data sets such as set-top box. And I think by having an ACR asset that's not behind a walled garden, TiVo is well poised to fill a need gap in this market as well as others in the globe.
And lastly, we're at a TV advertising conference, but we're talking also more than just TV these days. Tell us what you're doing beyond even the TV screen.
So we've spent a lot of time talking about currency, but what the currency needs to do is be adaptable and able to evolve with innovation. And what TiVo is doing today is we are owned by a company called Xperi. Xperi has 4 brands. TiVo is one, which is our media platform business. We have a brand called DTS, which is our software capability for in-dash delivery of high quality imaging as well as audio, HD radio, and IMAX enhanced. We recently launched ability to take our TV operating system and effectively make it enabled in dash in the car. So we are going to the next level of moving the entertainment experience and opportunity to reach targeted audiences with integrated campaign capabilities out of home and in the vehicle. So we launched as part of our DTS brand. It's called DTS AutoStage Video Platform, which is powered by TiVo. And we have already signed and announced our first OEM, which is BMW. So this video platform is enabled first in the 5 Series. It's available in showrooms today across the globe, including here in Europe and in the US. So it's a very exciting time to be thinking of the future. I think we think of vehicles as driverless, as that scary future, but it's not just about entertainment enablement in a driverless future. It's actually enabled today with video screens in the passenger seat as well as in the rear. And now it's going to be taken to an elevated level with this capability. So we're super excited about it.